Hi everybody, it's a new pre-final part about buggy construction where I'll install all missing parts on it, precisely the second seat, footboards, the muffler and headlights. In the previous part 1 repaired an adapter coupling and made a test drive, after which all the vehicle became covered with a thick layer of dirt. To begin with, we need to wash away all the dirt. I have no pressure washer and just washed it with usual rag. The layer of dirt was so thick that I had to clean it off with a palette. Luckily there was only soil on the case. It wasn't a pity to scratch it. There was no big deal to wash the buggy as the dirt was easily washing away. There's no sense to wash buggy on a daily basis, but I had to, because all parts will be painted in their colors. It's convenient that the belts are easily removed. I washed them separately in a bucket. I've also noticed that the top fastening was torn off. Of course it was on attack, but all the same this place was heavy loaded and assumed the most part of vibration from the engine. After the washing I began to install a passenger seat. It's absolute similar as the driver's one. It was impossible to install the seat because of a pipe on which the belts were fastened. I had to saw it off and transfer the fastenings into the other place after the seat installation. Fastenings for it I made similar to the fastening of a driver's seat. At first I made a top bracket and welded it to the frame. Then I made a lower fastening so it'd be possible to pull the gearbox out easily if something would happen. After the final adjustment I drilled some holes in the fastenings and fastened the seat to the frame. I don't know how much convenient it will be during the ride, but it's pretty comfortable to sit in place. Further, we need to make the footboards, which would be above the box, thus they should be removable. For this purpose I welded short tubes to the frame from two sides and cut out a segment on a footboard for them. I drilled a hole through and pulled together with a bolt. I made the second crossbar and likewise. On these pipes there should be straps in the form of the rumpled slabs. I made them of 2mm sheet of metal. I bent a skirting and drilled in each one 6 holes using a crown for metal. I bent the edges a bit and welded them to the pipes. After the footboards I installed a stoplight from the motorcycle on the frame. It'll work as a marker light on the cutout slab for it, which I welded to the frame. Under a stoplight I welded a platform for a number. Also, while I was making the back part, one decided to change the muffler at once. I bought a jar suitable together with an elbow in a form. According to the elbow size, the muffler most likely serves for motorbikes. The fastening appeared to be the same as the engine's one. Fortunately the flanges fitted well. I sawed the entrance off and outlet flanges from the elbow. Instead of a thin pipe, a pipe with an internal diameter of 29mm will be welded to them. It's a little more than a breather outlet of the cylinder. The muffler will stand here as there's no place for it behind, and it hangs too low. I welded the elbow directly in place on tacks. Then I removed it and welded everything conclusively. I tried to start the engine with this muffler. It has a small capacity and the burnt gases were shot out from all the cracks. I removed the muffler and tried without it. The sound was good of course and the engine reacted to the gas much better, but still it's not a good way to ride. I didn't continue to torment the engine and decided to finish the muffler almost under the direct flow exhaust. I drilled off the rivets from the case and removed an aluminum casing from the muffler. I cut off an exhaust case and also removed the entrance pipe. Burned out the central baffle with welding. I made an entrance pipe perforated and welded it to the cover. After all procedures, I assembled the muffler in a reverse order and installed it on its place. I fixed a jar on the case with a clamp which was in the set. I was done with the back part of buggy and moved to the front one. I began working with headlights which I'd make with LED fog lights. They aren't so expensive, and even their case is made of plastic. To replicate the case of the original headlights, I took the adapter for vent tubes and an ordinary flower pot. For a headlight rim, I cut out a 125mm long segment from the adapter. I cut off a bottom part from the pot a bit with a reserve for the size adjustment. Here's a case we had to get in the result. It is convenient that the headlight goes with a bracket at once, but it should be shortened for several centimeters. After cropping, I inserted the bracket into the case and fastened it to the back wall. The headlight will be fastened to the frame by means of the same bolts. I fixed the headlight on the bracket and glued it with a glue in order the case couldn't dangle. I cut out a ring from PVC plastic and pasted it to the rim. The rim itself I pasted to the main case. Thus we got headlights similar to the original ones. The self-made plastic case is only a scenery and doesn't take any loading. I welded headlights to the frame through a slab and connected wires to them which were in the set. I checked a work of headlights from the vehicle-borne battery. I still have no meaning what the box is it on the conductor with the headlights. I should say at once that this is not a button and not a protector. The headlights will be turned on by a tumbler on the dashboard. There is one more detail which needs to be made. It holds front legs in the game model and plays a role of a bracket. First I made a paper template, pasted it on 2mm sheet of metal and outlined with a pencil. Along the line I cut out a detail from the metal sheet with the grinding machine. I bent a blank in the form of a cowl. I tried it onto the case and drilled the holes for the top bolts of the racks. Then I drilled the holes for fastening to the cowl. I cut windows in the strut with a grinding machine and a drill. We got the same detail as in the game. At this stage the video comes to an end. Final part about buggy where I will dismantle and paint all the stuff and also tell how much will it cost to assemble such buggy will come soon. Thanks everyone for your attention. Don't forget to put your thumbs up and share this video. It helps the channel to develop. See you already in the final part about buggy construction.